This is absolutely the easiest and best way to start dropshipping if you're starting from zero. Before we jump into this, I just want to let you guys know that there's over 3,000 people waiting right now for the 100K Blueprint 3.0 release. And if you haven't done so yet, make sure you go ahead and sign up for that waiting list because we're going to be releasing it very, very soon. And I just wanted to tell you that before I forgot. So the very first part of the process, when you're starting out with absolutely no capital or mainly any knowledge in the dropshipping world, we'll talk about capital in a different video because quite frankly, capital is one of those things that isn't really a massive determining factor because there's a ton of different outlets that you can go ahead and use to get capital given to you, funded to you, or what I would suggest to anybody, because this should be one of those obvious things, but if you don't have capital and you don't want to take a loan or you can't get a loan, what I suggest doing, are you ready for this? Ready? Get a job, okay? Get a job and save some money and then go ahead and invest it into your business. As a matter of fact, strangely enough, that's how I got started. Was I made some money at a job, I guess quote unquote a job, and then I just took it online and I started making a lot of money online, and now I do this full time. But the very first thing that you should be and you want to focus on is the niche that you get into. Now your niche is extremely crucial. But here's the thing, you're probably saying to yourself, okay Dan, well, haven't you been preaching to go general and then go to a niche? Well, yes, I have been actually, and that's one of the strategies that I cover deeply in the 100K Blueprint. As a matter of fact, that's kind of the pivotal point of 100K is that we start off very generic and then we go to a niche store. And the reason being is because a niche store goes and allows you to make a lot of money, more than a generic store. However, it's very hard to find and really set a straightforward goal to tapping into a niche without knowing exactly if it's going to be profitable or not. Because think about this logically. Why would you go and create a brand new store and completely design it, find a product, find a market, find interest, and then you go and you run ads to it and then it just doesn't make any money? So that's kind of one of the things where I had to figure out, how do I combat that? Because I used to waste a lot of my time creating a bunch of stores that were very niche oriented for certain products and they just wouldn't sell. It'd probably be like one out of every 20, 30 stores or so that would just be home runs. But the problem is I wanted to go ahead and stop wasting my time with all 20, 30 stores. So the one way that I did it was I actually went onto Google, and I'm going to show you right now exactly what I did. So let's hop into my computer so I can do some research and show you how you can do some research and find products in a particular niche that you want to go after as well. And before I dive into my computer, why is this important? It's because of the fact that if you do decide to create a generic or niche store, you can take this research that you do right over here and go ahead and add those products to your store. Doesn't matter if it's generic or niche down. So let's hop into my laptop right now. So let me show you exactly how you can go out there and start finding different niches and products in that niche that you can easily tap into. So check this out. So in quotes, what you're gonna put is, let's just say dogs, and then you're gonna do plus.myshopify.com. So this is gonna tell Google to go out there and find all dog related sites that are on Shopify. So we can take a look at puplife.com. Now check this out. What you can actually do is at the end of this URL, you can paste in /collections/all?by=best-selling. And then if you go ahead and you run that search, it'll actually show you all the best sellers on this particular website. And it goes in order from left to right, so ascending to descending. And this is really interesting to me because, again, these are products that we can easily tap into. And you can do this specifically on Shopify, and some of these stores won't be able to go ahead and output that data for you because just like my 100K Blueprint students, I teach you how to hide this. So people like us, we can't go out there and spy on each other. So if somebody is hiding this, most likely they know how to use the workaround or they're in the 100K Blueprint. So again, like this, right over here, we sorted the collections, and now we can see which ones are their top sellers as well. Over here, another one. This is their top sellers. So you can grab these particular products and add them to your store as well. This is what makes this particular method so powerful. And you can do it with absolutely anything. You can even do mothers, or let's just do babies, okay? So baby plus .myshopify, and there's a lot of .myshopify sites over here. So right over here, here's one store, and then we're gonna search the collections and see what they have. So we have Goodnight Minnesota book, and then these are different products that they have as well. And then we're also gonna take a look at the collections on this particular store and see what they have as their top sellers as well. So this is really interesting. As you can tell, these are a lot of different products, and you can add these to your store if you see fit. Now, the second part of the process is to go out there and actually create a store. This should be pretty obvious. Now, the way you create a store and what you do with it is going to be where the budget gets a little bit more intensive. Now, I am going to create videos. I have 10 videos outlined right over here, but one of these videos I cover an alternative if you don't want to pay for Shopify. As a matter of fact, the other alternative is $3.95, and it's a free e-commerce platform, but you gotta get more in depth with it, and we'll cover that in a completely different video. But let me just talk about why it's a little bit more budget intensive when creating a store, and then I'm gonna show you an example of what I mean. The first thing you have to understand is you have to have a theme, and your theme is basically the cover of your site, how your site looks and feels. Now, a theme is very important because if you use a bad theme, then you're not gonna have high conversions, meaning you're gonna be paying for traffic and then people don't wanna purchase from your site because it doesn't look good or it doesn't flow a certain type of way. So if you have a bad theme, then you're not gonna have enough sales to justify keep spending money on ads. However, a good theme will run you $200-300. And like I said, I'm a very, very big advocate of Shoptimize theme. And again, I'm gonna show that to you on my laptop in just a few seconds. And there's also a link in the description. If you decide to get it, it'll help support this channel and myself because I'll get a commission for it. But again, I use it on my stores, and it's something, it's articulated in such a way and something that I require in my toolbox for all of my stores that I build. And it's very important you understand that apps and a store, if you're using Shopify, is going to be one of your more costlier expenses when you're going in dropshipping for the first time. However, for my 100K Blueprint members, you guys already know exactly how to go out there and use free themes and go ahead and use supplement apps to go ahead and substitute Shoptimize if you don't want to use it. But again, I personally like using it. Let me jump into my computer right now to show you how this theme is laid out, why it's important. I'm not going to spend too much time on it because I'm not trying to sell you, but I want to show you exactly what elements are there that you should have in your store as well. And if you want to use a free theme, go for it. If you want to use Shoptimize, go for it. You can run a Google search or take a look in the description for that link, and you can get it if you want, but it's completely up to you. Let me just show you what it looks like right now. So here's a store example of Shoptimize. Now, what's really important is for you to look at exactly how the sales page is laid out. Now, like I said, you can either use this theme or you can get your particular site to look like this or as close as you can. So you can see there's a lot of scarcity. The images, how they work, click to zoom, different images over here. There's more scarcity. You also, and again, this is just Wheelio. That's something I added myself. And there's a lot of scarcity elements here. There's guarantee badges, the description over here, then we have shipping. And again, this is all dynamically updated. So I can go ahead and tell them, okay, roughly 2 to 4 weeks, and then it will dynamically update this based on the date that it is today. Delivery and returns, why buy from us, reviews. Again, this is where your reviews would actually appear. And then everything else, the related products, this is all built into the specific theme. But there's a lot of elements on here that you definitely want to make sure you have, such as the scarcity, the hovering images. You also want to make sure you have guarantee badges. And again, there's a guarantee badge right over here, and there's guarantee badges right down here as well. So there's a lot of different aspects as to why using a pre-built theme that is proven to have higher conversions is something that you want to do. However, you can substitute it using a theme like Simple on the Shopify theme store, which is 100% free. But again, this is just something I wanted to show you because I do think that you should know exactly what resources are at your disposal. And it's very, very important to have your options weighed out. All right, so let's continue. Now, the last factor we're gonna cover is the 3-3-1 model. So we're looking at 3 campaigns, 3 ad sets in each campaign, and then 1 ad in each ad set. So that's 3-3-1. 3 campaigns, 3 ad sets, 1 ad in each ad set. That's the model we're gonna run. I'm gonna hop into my computer and outline exactly how that model should be ran, so you can pretty much just carbon copy it and use it at your leisure. Depending on what type of store you have, it'll work for both, generic and niche. Take a look at this. So let me explain the 3-3-1 method. So 3-3-1 means 3 campaigns, 3 ad sets in each campaign, and 1 ad overall. And this ad is going to be consistent over every single ad set. So you see the blue right over here? The blue represents one campaign, and inside of that campaign, you have ad set number 1 with targeting demographic 1, then you have ad set 2 with targeting demographic 2, and then you have ad set 3, which was with targeting demographic 3. And all these ad sets have the same exact ad. So technically speaking, all of these arrows could point to one particular ad. Now, what you're gonna be changing in the targeting is you're gonna be changing what you're actually, the interest, the targeting. So the first one, you wanna go ahead and have some sort of brand. The second one, you wanna have some sort of personality. And the third, you can have some sort of store, magazine, or community. So again, the first one, you're gonna target some sort of brand that's closely related to your particular product. The second one is a personality or a celebrity, somebody that can easily be related to that specific niche that you're in. And the third one, you're gonna go and try to target some sort of store, magazine, or community as well. That's gonna be really, really beneficial for you. And then you're gonna keep the ad consistent. Now, typically what you wanna do is a 3-2-3. So 3 campaigns, 2 ad sets, and then 3 different ads for each ad set, but that's more advanced. And the reason why you wanna do that is because you wanna go out there and specifically give that audience different touch points and then see which audience converts. But again, that's more of an advanced strategy that I teach to my 100K Blueprint students. You can just follow the 3-3-1, and then you're gonna be able to tell which particular interest grouping, whether it's a brand, whether it's personality, or whether it's a store, magazine, or community, which one performs the best for your particular product. And then the ad, just keep in mind, the ad is going to be consistent. So if it works for either targeting 1, targeting 2, or targeting 3, you're going to be able to scale with that particular ad as well. So this is the 3-3-1 strategy. It's very, very simple, nothing too complex. However, you wanna start this off at $5 to $7 a day. All right, so $5 to $7 every single day, and you wanna let it run for around 4 to 7 days. At least, bare minimum, 4 to 7 days to get the data back that will determine whether or not you can actually pull a profit from this particular campaign. So this is the 3-3-1 in a nutshell. So in the next few days, I'm gonna go ahead and put out a brand new video that's going to show you how you can substitute Shopify as your e-commerce platform if you don't wanna go out there and pay $29 or more every single month. And this is gonna revolve around WooCommerce. And I know a lot of people talk about WooCommerce, but I wanna show you guys that there's other platforms out there other than just Shopify. And this is one that's very viable, and I'll even show you the #1 source that you can go to. Instead of paying $29 a month, you can pay $3.95 a month and have an entire store up and running. And the best part is that you'll be able to go out there and operate and run a normal store just like if it was on Shopify. So give me a like on this video and comment WooCommerce if you want me to create a video showing you exactly how to do that so it can save you a lot of money every single year as well. But if you want to go ahead and learn how to dropship profitably, I've created a video right over here that you can go ahead and watch, and it's definitely one of these videos that I highly, highly suggest checking out if you're interested in learning more about the dropshipping model and, most importantly, how to become profitable with the dropshipping model. So Dan, Fam Notification Squad, I'll see you guys tomorrow.